Alrighty, hello, welcome everyone, seeing this in the future. My name is Russian Juggernaut. Today I got a tips for new players type video on Warframe for y'all. And kind of felt like making this video just because I know that there are constantly a bunch of new players coming and trying to try out this game. And I also know quite a few buddies of mine who are relatively new or are just coming back to the game after X amount of years, so I figured I'd make this video in the hopes of helping out anyone that is just starting out. Again, this is just starting out players, so like fresh off the bus players. I definitely understand that the Warframe is the type of the game that if I were to completely explain everything to new players, I would be here for hours. So is very well maybe the type of video where I need to make multiple in the series, but for right now, I got a list of stuff that I want to go through, and yeah, without further ado, I guess we'll just hop right into it. So the first thing that I wanted to address is platinum in this game, because it is a free-to-play game. There is obviously the special currency. I'll show it right now. The top right here. I only got 44 of it myself, but the left one is credits, obviously, or maybe not obviously to you, which credits, you'll be able to purchase most things in this game with credits to some degree, but in terms of like a lot of stuff in the marketplace, unless it's just a blueprint of something, you're gonna need platinum. Now, where you're gonna get platinum in this game, the freeway, mind you, is coming to this final tab here, the trading tab. And as you can see, as it's just going away already, there are people selling stuff for a bunch of different stuff in relation to platinum. So we'll take this guy, for example. He is selling this Arcane Rage. If you click on that, you can see what it is. This is an arcane mod, which you don't even really need to know what this is yet, honestly. It's gonna be a while before you even get into that, but he is selling it for 250 platinum. R5, I believe that means, yeah, R5, so that means it's rank 5. So these things you can level up. So it's rank 5 and he wants 250p, 250 platinum for it. So, and a note in the beginning, he says, put WTS, want to sell. WTB, want to buy. That is a very important part of it all in terms of the trading in this game. So in terms of what you should spend your platinum on early game, it's gonna really depend on what catches your eye and what you can actually get your hands on, because in this game there are quite a lot of Warframes that are primed, but they have been what's called vaulted, which if you're at all familiar with Destiny 2, you guys have been getting a bit of, or I guess we have been getting a lot of vaultings lately in Destiny, so that same stuff has been going on for years now on Warframe. So whereas there are a lot of Warframes out there that have been primed, a lot of them are in the vault right now, and the only real way that you'll be able to get them is if they bring them back. We go over here. What DE will do is they will bring back Warframes that have been vaulted, as well as the weapons that they came with. And then the relics that you need in order to get the parts for the Warframes will come back with them, but most of the time it's only 2 Warframes per prime unvaulting, so they get unvaulted for a specific amount of period. Most of the time it's like when a new Warframe comes out or something like that. So, but if the Warframes that you want, the vaulted ones that you want, are not unvaulted at the moment, then your best chance to get them is gonna be via this trade chat. Now, obviously, you could just buy platinum with your real life money, but if you can farm out enough prime parts on your own to sell in the marketplace, you can obviously make platinum without having to spend real life money. And for most people, that is the go-to way. So, but if you have the money to spend, it's on you. You know, this game, and just as a little tip to those that do want to spend a little bit money on this game, and by no means feel pressured to, you do not need to spend money on Warframe to end up having a lot of stuff and a lot of really cool stuff. But for those that do, I highly recommend buying these packs, because these packs are the things that are going to be giving you the most bang for your buck in terms of platinum. If you want platinum, buy a pack. Do not buy these platinum packs. These are ripoffs. You are 100% getting swindled if you buy any of these packs. Alright? Now, again, going back to the... I don't know, did I actually? I might not have talked about this. I don't know if I did talk about this yet or not, but every so often, DE, the people behind Warframe, do release free packs that will give you some free customizations as well as a little bit of free platinum. That free platinum you cannot trade to other players, so don't even try. I've tried that once myself and it ended in embarrassment, so yeah, don't make my mistake. But the platinum that you do get out of that, 100% you can spend on the in-game marketplace here. And that is where the coupon comes into play. Whereas if you log in and you get a coupon upon logging in, you can spend that coupon inside this marketplace here. And so you can go to the categories here, go to Warframes, and then select any Warframe that you desire. And I would highly recommend looking through almost all of them. There is a lot to go through, I know, but most of them, if not all of them, are quite unique, and they all play completely differently, so. A couple ones that I would recommend right off the bat are any ones that don't have a prime, and I will, now, I might have already brought up this overlay, but I will bring it up again here. Any of the ones that have a yellow lettering, that means that they have a prime. So I would not recommend buying the base version with platinum. That's a bit of a waste, because all these base versions you can build in game just by farming out the blueprints and the parts yourself. To purchase any sort of Warframe out of this is just a bit of a shortcut, and that's why I say if you do want to spend money on a Warframe, wait until you get a coupon, because every single Warframe is like over 300 or nearly 300. Excalibur, do not buy him with platinum. I swear, if you buy him with platinum, we are not friends. You do not need to buy Excalibur with platinum. He is not worth it. And just as a little, I guess a little, if Excal is catching your eye, you can get a free version of him that is way cooler by just playing the story, alright? That's all I'm gonna say, because I don't want to spoil anything else other than that, but just play the story and you will get a really, really, really cool version, just overall better version of him. But yeah, going back to that overlay, any Warframe that has white lettering, those are the ones that I would recommend definitely looking at, because they are the newest and they are the least likely to get a prime. Now, what DE does in terms of releasing primes is it's female, female, male, male, female, female, male, male. And that's the pattern that they use in terms of releasing. So we just got, back into here, we just got Octavia Prime, like as of I think 5 days ago or something like that. So the next Warframe to come out, and the one before that was a male, it was Neja, if I remember right. So there is going to be another female to come out, and in terms of when these Warframes were released, I believe Cora or Gara is supposed to be next. Could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it's one of those two. Might be Gara. I'm leaning more on Gara, but... And then after that, I believe Nidus is going to be coming next, which, as a Nidus main, I am very excited for, but... And then obviously, if there's any weapons that also catch your eye, definitely use your coupons on those too, but I find Warframes to be the core part of this game. I mean, it is in the name and everything, Warframe, so... Warframes are just so versatile, and I would highly recommend just collecting up a bunch. Don't be that person that I only main this one person. I may joke about being a Nidus main or a Frost main or whatever kind of main. I use a bunch of different Warframes or a bunch of different missions because some Warframes work better for other missions, and yeah, that's just where I'm gonna leave that at. But moving on. I also definitely wanted to talk about how you level up in terms of your mastery rank. So there are two different systems in terms of leveling up in this game. There is like overall Warframe or weapon or whatever level. So like all these, how my Frost is max rank, my Seto, my Sepulchrum, and then my Serata is rank 19. Now, this Serata, this is the first time I'm using it. I have never used this thing prior to how I've gotten it up to rank 19. I've never formatted it or anything, which formatting, in case you don't know, is just prestiging a gun and giving it, or a weapon or a Warframe or whatever, and giving it one of these symbols. So, if I were to say, take that mod off. So you can put these symbols onto these slots, and that will half the cost of the mod that you select into it. Now, if you put the wrong mod into the wrong slot, it will increase it too. So you want to be a bit careful when you are formatting stuff. But that being said, I don't really plan on using this weapon too much once I get it to rank 30, and that is because the second rank system, mastery level, you can see it up in the top left here. Actually, I think if I click into here, yeah, you can see it a little bit better here. So overall, I have 1.5 million mastery. Overall, that's how much, that's how many times I have gotten any weapon or any Warframe up to level 30. And that first time that you level something up to level 30, you gain mastery points for your overall level. And there are a bunch of different benefits to gaining more mastery. Biggest one for me in particular is, like, say, if I were to hop over to my Ivara Prime, who I don't have any sort of catalyst or reactor, I think it's called, actually. I think it's reactors are what you slot into Warframes, but I don't have this thing. I don't have a reactor and slotted into her. I could, I just don't want to, but and you might notice that between you, a newer player, and me, a more veteran player, I have far more capacity on mine. And that is one of the benefits of leveling up, is that you gain more mod capacity as you increase your level. Now, another thing that you also get, if you're paying attention, you get far more loadouts, which, coming into the game as a new player, you're not going to really need a bunch of loadouts, but if you do stick with the game long enough, eventually you're just going to wind up having a massive arsenal at your disposal to use, and it is quite handy to have a bunch of different loadouts for a bunch of different Warframes. Now, as to where do you as a new player level up stuff? Like, what is the most efficient way to level up stuff? It's gonna be these missions right here for you. forget what these missions are actually called. There's a specific name for them, but I just call them the Affinity boosted missions. So now, as you can see in the bonuses, it increases resource drop chance, so that's just going to be straight up good and really nice if you need to farm out resources. But then it also increases affinity from kills and melee kills. Now, what affinity is basically the XP for weapons and warframes. So the more affinity that you gain, the higher or the faster your weapons and warframes are going to level up. So doing little endurance runs on these type of missions will be very, very nice. I personally like the defense operations a little bit more. Excavation can be a little bit annoying once you get higher level, but if you have the right warframes or the right team set up, then you should be fine. But and then once you do gain access to it, there is this mission type called Sanctuary Onslaught. This is the most ideal way to level up stuff. Just go into this and go up to like round 8 is what I like to do, or even round 10. But if you have a you have a affinity booster, then you will almost 100% level up stuff from level 1 to level 30 in one mission, one go, if you go up to round 10 for sure. And then the final thing that I want to touch on is just hoarding the hell out of resources. So Warframe is very much the game that you're eventually gonna find something shiny that you really want to make, and it's gonna require some random resources that you may or may not have at the time. So I have ran into numerous cases where I have just, for whatever reason, already had the stuff that I need farmed out. And those situations have just been so nice compared to being not particularly resource abundant at the moment. So, hey, cold coffee. Hold on. I don't like cold coffee. Cold coffee. Cold coffee is fine, but I prefer not cold coffee. Did that even turn on? I don't think that turned on. Motherfucker!
Eventually.
Oh, there. That was weird. But yeah, for those scenarios where you just find some random weapon, some random warframe that you want to build, and you happen to have all the resources that you need, or nearly all the resources that you need, that just saves you farming. So if you're running through a mission and you happen to see a container that you can destroy, like these little things that I have in here. These are circuit boxes. I don't remember what they actually call them, but if you break them inside of a mission, they will give you circuits, which is used in a lot of different stuff. So circuits and plastids and rubando and a bunch of different stuff. I think it's actually called rubando, I don't know. I call it rubando because it's fun and it sounds fun. I've been rambling for a bit now, so I don't know how long this video is gonna turn out to be. I didn't really want it to be that long, but yeah, this is where I think I'm gonna end this video off here. Very well may need to do some more of these in the future. If I do, if there's any questions that you guys have as a new player, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I will do my best to either answer to them in the comments or even just include them in a second video, because I know for sure that there are a lot of systems and a lot of stuff that I've probably glossed right over or didn't even address in this video that may be causing some new players some confusion or distress or whatever you may have it. So, but to any of you who made it this far in the video, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the future. Peace.